Congratulations, you have been selected to receive the Resident Presidential Scholarship from Utah State University. The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
Supposedly, the young man in that clip is Tyler Robinson, the alleged assassin of Charlie Kirk. Now, this clip was filmed several years ago when Ty received a scholarship to Utah State University. As of the recording of this particular video, we are still finding more information on his background. But from what I can tell, Tyler Robinson appears to come from a good family. According to the Daily Mail, his father is a 27-year veteran of the Washington County Sheriff's Department. And supposedly, his father is also responsible for turning his ass in. The question is, how in the hell did we get here? How did a seemingly good kid become radicalized to the point that he thought it was okay to take the life of someone he perceived to be as a political enemy? You know, throughout my childhood, and this was especially prevalent in the early 2000s when I was graduating high school, my generation, millennials, we were told that you had to go to college. It was a requirement. If you didn't go to college, you were treated like you had leprosy. Oh, that poor child is making a mistake. He's not going to college. He'll spend the rest of his life eating Frankenbeans. Back then, when parents sent their kids off to college, their biggest concerns were things like drug addiction, pregnancy, alcohol abuse. A while back, I was giving my daughter the obligatory speech on drugs and alcohol. I told her, don't even waste your time with the booze. I explained in how all of my years of drinking, I cannot name a single positive that happened to me because of alcohol. But I could sit here for hours, maybe even days, and explain to you all the negatives. But my primary concern was drugs. In my prime years of partying, parents were worried about drug addiction or accidental overdoses. But back then, for the most part, at least you had a chance to survive. Rehab, jail, neither one of those options is desirable, but at least you're still alive. I told my daughter, your generation does not have that same luxury, for lack of a better word. One microscopic piece of fentanyl can kill you. And the thing is, you won't even know it's there. You might think you're puffing the magic dragon with your friends. Next thing you know, you're gone. Throughout your life, me and your mom have been there to solve all your problems. But this is a problem that only you can solve. And the best way to solve it, never do drugs. My daughter graduates high school in a couple of years. She wants to go off to college. Her mom's all for it. I'm kind of against it. And it's not because I'm unwilling to pay for it. It's not because I don't want her to get an education. I don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on her indoctrination. I don't want her to return home in 4 years and I don't recognize her. 4 years ago, Tyler Robinson seemed like a normal 18-year-old kid. Goes off to college. 4 years later, he's likely facing the death penalty. Now, was Tyler Robinson corrupted by academia? It's too early to know. What I do know is the woke fungus infected the vast majority of colleges and universities decades ago. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Going to get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. Are you struggling with back problems? Do you deal with minor aches and pains throughout your day? And you don't want to go to the doctor because all the doctor's going to do is find something else wrong with you. Even worse, prescribe addictive medication that you just don't want to take. I hate going to the doctor. So does my wife, who actually deals with back pain. That's why she has started using CBD lotions and oils from Sugar Mountain Trading. Now, this is not THC. It's not going to make you fail a drug test. These CBD lotions and oils are specifically designed for rapid pain relief. Like I said, my wife deals with nagging back pain from time to time. Tried over-the-counter stuff, the chiropractor, but none of that ever seemed to work. Within 5 minutes of me applying CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading, her pain is gone. I'm telling you, it's damn near magical. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that will keep you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time. Bar soap comes in a variety of scents ranging from lavender all the way to cherry almond. More importantly, all CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Save 20% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. Last night, I guess Tyler Robinson's father was watching the news or browsing social media. Throughout the night last night, pictures were circulating of the alleged shooter. Mr. Robinson noticed that the kid in the photos looked a lot like his son. As a father and as a veteran police officer, I'm sure this was an overwhelming experience. This man fights evil every day on the streets, and he's hit with the realization that the crime he protects his community from is living in his own house. Tyler Robinson's father, he approached his son, demanded that he turn himself in. Naturally, Tyler Robinson said, "No thanks." The father called a youth pastor who happens to be a task force officer with the U.S. Marshals. Now, for those that don't know, the United States Marshals, they're responsible for apprehending fugitives. You don't want them looking for you. They will find you. These dudes don't play. You could be dropping turds in the wilderness of Alaska, and the Marshals, they are measuring the circumference of your turds from an office in Washington, D.C. Looks like the kid ate roasted acorns yesterday. Ooh, that exodus had to be painful. The Marshals advised Tyler Robinson's father to secure him at home. Don't let him leave. Eventually, Tyler Robinson agreed to turn himself in. You know, I spent more time on Twitter yesterday than I normally do. I hate social media. I think social media is a disease. Years ago, Mike Tyson said something to the effect of, social media has given y'all the freedom to be brave to say things without being punched in the face. Who knew that Mike Tyson was such a great philosopher? Mike Tyson's absolutely right. Social media has given people an outlet for fake outrage. It's given people the ability to say things that they would never say to you in real life. And the reason they would never say it in real life is because they know they would get their ass kicked. Some doofus learned this lesson the hard way Wednesday night. There was a candlelight vigil being held for Charlie Kirk. Hundreds of people, maybe even thousands, were mourning. They were praying together. Some asshole comes walking through and he's shouting and celebrating the demise of Charlie Kirk. But I promise you, he was not celebrating for long. Let's just say a group of men decided that there was going to be no more tolerance. Anyway, I spent more time on Twitter yesterday than usual. Mainly, I was monitoring libs of TikTok. She was doing an amazing job exposing these vile, evil people who were celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. I was amazed, although I was not surprised, but I was amazed by the amount of teachers who were spreading evil. Not just college professors. I'm talking about public school teachers, people responsible for teaching your children. Here's an example. Watch for yourself.
This is a man who hated the LGBTQ community, who hated women's rights, who hated democracy, who thought that he was a big man because he went to college campuses and debated young college students and thought he proved how tough he was with his words that he studied ahead of time. What a piece of garbage. This is what happens. Bye, Charlie.
Thankfully, a lot of these people are being fired, which is exactly what needs to happen. But KC, I thought you wanted freedom of speech. These people are being silenced because of their views. No, these people are being fired because they're spreading evil. These people are being fired because normal people have finally had enough. I told you guys yesterday, your voice matters. Libs of TikTok, she's done an amazing job bringing awareness to evil, but it's your reaction. It's the backlash that you're creating that's getting these people fired. I've been saying it all week. There is no more tolerance. There is no more compassion. Bill O'Reilly has been calling attention to evil for years now. He just released a book on it. According to Bill O'Reilly, the best way to combat evil is with force, not physical force. The best way to combat evil is to hold people accountable. For far too long, we have been sympathizing with criminals instead of prosecuting them. Social media has become a cesspool of negativity. This morning, there are people on social media referring to Tyler Robinson as a hero. Obviously, normal people are disgusted, but imagine the effect that this can have on young people. Imagine the effect that this can have on adults who are unstable. I can be a hero too. All I have to do is attack an evil Nazi colonizer. The mainstream media is begging people to tone down the rhetoric. It's not just the Democrats. Republicans need to tone down the rhetoric too. That includes you, Adrian Bad. We are not the same. Normal people on the right and the handful of normal people on the left, we are not the same as these people who are celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. It is time for Democrats to take a stand. You have allowed your party to be infected with the woke fungus. You have emboldened evil. You allowed it to get out of control. When Joe Biden revealed his, I think it was prostate cancer diagnosis, I don't remember seeing a single conservative leader celebrating. Matter of fact, most normal people were praying for Joe Biden. God forbid Trump was given the same diagnosis. The far left, they would probably be celebrating. We are not the same. And the only way this changes is if Democratic leaders take back their own party. Of course, that's unlikely to happen. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it even matters, because I think the party of the donkey is on life support. The other day, Alyssa the Farrah Griffin, the pretend conservative on The View, she claimed that Gen Z is going to be the most right-wing generation in the last 50 years. I guess Uncle KC will have to quit referring to them as Gen Z LGBT. But if that's true, if Alyssa Farrah Griffin is right, the party of the donkey, they will be taken off life support and they will be buried in the woke cemetery. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.